Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am GrandMcLegend and today we are going to be discussing what was one of the rarest tanks in this game, the Lorraine 50T. Now this is a French tier 9 collector heavy tank and it was first released in Wargame's version of the Lotto event, which was basically a 0.05% chance to get in this vehicle in a diamond ball. And basically, well, what Wargaming have gone and done is they've gone and sold it on various occasions outside of this Lotto event. I believe they have or are going to sell it in the auction at some point. Ah, yeah, here it is. The Rain 50T, and it was literally sold right here. But then they also sold it in crates in like about a month ago, and well, it's completely destroying people's luck about getting it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they sold it once in the Lotto event, and yeah, okay, people were proud of they actually got one of the rarest tanks in the game. But then Wargaming go and sell it in crates, and then they of course go and sell it in an auction. So it kind of defeats the aspect that this was one of the rarest tanks in the game. So now that more people are now playing it because it actually sold out in all three auctions across all three servers. So yeah, that completely destroys the objective of this being one of the rarest tanks in the game, and well, that is basically that. So why not talk about this vehicle, because people actually now have it. So 2,100 hit points on this tank, and you do have 250mm of turret armour and 90 on the front of your hull. Since this is a French heavy tank, you have no armour on your hull whatsoever, but you do have a really strong turret, which is really beneficial for going hull down. You do have 279.8 metres of view range, and you do have a concealment of 30 while stationary, 27 while moving, and 7 upon firing. You do have 2,445 DPM on this thing, with a 9.33 second reload on your gun. You do also have 267mm of APCR pen, 362 on your heat, and 65 on your HE. Since it is APCR standard, the standard pen actually kind of sucks, so do be sure to try and not shoot the side of, like, I don't know, tortoises or things like that. APCR is only really good for getting through spaced armour, if you can at all. So 380 damage on your APCR, 320 on your heat, and 515 on your HE. So pretty nice damage difference there between the APCR and the HE. So do be sure to try and get that out when you can. 3.9 seconds of aim time, and you do also have a 0.277 dispersion, 10 degrees gun depression, and a top speed of 43 kilometers an hour. So the tank itself, it is actually a really nice performer. On my first 3 games, I think within that I got like an ace, and it was such an easy ace. Primarily because people never play this tank, because at the time it was still one of the rarest in the game. Now I do apologise if you hear my keys clacking in the background. That's because I took off my noise suppressor because it keeps messing up the audio when I do other recordings. So yeah, I do apologise for that. But yeah, moving on, the Lorraine 50T, it's a really nice tank, and if you got it in the auction, it was not a bad buy. I mean, to be fair, you could have at least waited for the first price drop, because that's the problem with you people buying tanks in these auctions. You're getting them at the full price, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, I believe it's like 15,000 gold to get this in the auction, and I'm like, why would you spend 15,000 gold on what is just a regular tier 9 heavy tank? But, I mean, I don't understand that logic, so I'm just going to swiftly move past that point, and then let's just continue with some gameplay. So we do have the Waffle here. He is now dead because he is an absolute noob, and he does not know how to play the Waffle. So, very well played from our Lek Panzer there, because he literally went almost into the enemy team with no hesitation whatsoever and just died almost immediately. So yeah, well played from him. And we are just going to get a shot into the Pantera there. And we do get a nice amount of damage. So, what do we do here? We have no hull armor. We did get a troll bounce from the Pantera, however. So, yeah, I'm not going to complain. But we are just going to put on the HE. 564 damage into the Scorpion G. And he is hopefully going to die. No, he is not somehow. But, yeah, he is now pretty much a one-shot, so I'm just going to load my heat, and it does actually bounce, because the dispersion isn't the best on this tank, I'll admit. But, yeah, you will get the troll bounces occasionally, and I am just going to aim in on this guy, get another troll bounce. That was actually a really annoying bounce. You won't usually get those bounces because it's APCI. You're going to like get the most stupid of bounces in the world. But the heat is alright as well. Like, the heat isn't a bad round to have as your premium round at all, because you do have like 360 plus pen on it. So yeah, I am not going to complain with that. So we are just going to try and find out this Scorpion G here, who is on 14 hit points, I believe, and just HE him to death, and then we can move on up onto the heavy flank. So we do indeed spot the Scorpion, so then we can go and clear him, and now it is a 6 versus 3 in favour of us. So yeah, pretty easy game if you ask me, and it was not that difficult to get any damage or any kind of, like, I don't know, anything really, because it was a very clean sweep of a game. So we are just going to, I forgot to mention, this tank does have tungsten, and it does have, well, it just has tungsten, so I don't know why I said it also has. But yeah, we are just going to push this Falcon here, and we are going to get a 421 roll into him. And yeah, I'm going to get absolutely wrecked by these guys, but, well, we've won. We've won this game, so there's no point in trying to preserve hit points. I'm just going to full YOLO this at this point. So we are going to go up against the T-34, get a 435 roll into this guy, and then try and get to the side so it's an easier pen. I think I blocked that ISU there. So yeah, I do apologise for that. But yeah, we did do an alright game, to be fair, and it's a nice tank. It's a really nice tank, but you can't bounce anything if you don't go hull down, because your hull is just absolute paper. Now, what we're going to do here on Naval Frontier, we are going to go right side or down that bit there, because this tank is better hull down. Or we could go to that side, I'm not sure. We'll see what our team does here. Okay, so the Tiger's going this way. I don't know what the E-75's doing, and the T-30 is also going this way. I do believe he's running the stock gun as well, the T-30, because that gun is a lot longer than I thought it was. But yeah, so what? We're still probably hopefully going to win this game anyway. So we're just going to push right up this side, and we are going to not go hull down there. We're going to go up this hill, because then we can go hull down and stop them going into the middle. So what we're going to do is just go up here very, very slowly, and then see if we can spot anything. So far, not so many people have been spotted, only the AMX Defender and the T-32. So what should I go and do here then? I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to push this, and I'm going to absolutely tear into this tortoise here. Now, of course, the Lurver is going to push me, because he is now never going to get shot for some reason, which is really weird. And we do also have the Progetto 46 here, so I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to reverse and get a nice 428 roll into that Progetto. And you can see the reload time isn't that bad either. Like, we're getting this damage out pretty quickly. So we're going to clear out that Progetto there, and the T-32 does also get destroyed on the enemy team. So I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to get a nice shell into that Lurver there. And, well, this is basically an easier game, to be perfectly honest. So I'm just going to get another shell into the Lurver. Now, we will get low rolls like that, 316. But yeah, that is kind of the norm in this tank, if I'm honest. So I am just going to aim in on this tortoise's hatch and get 404 damage. And we're at 2.3k, so it's not really that difficult to get any damage in this tank whatsoever, to be fair. So we're just going to clear the tortoise. Now we do have just the lurver here trying to do his utmost best at defending against a Lorraine 50T. And we are just going to get the most stupidest of shots in the world through the underside of the tortoise into his turret cheek. So yeah, I am not complaining. So you can see how well this guy will absolutely destroy us with his standard rounds, because this tank has no hull armor whatsoever. So we are just going to finish him off. And we do manage to get this down to a 4 versus 3. So we do have the Yag Tiger here. He does miss, so that does give us the opportunity to get 378 damage into that Yag Tiger. So 3.9k damage, not bad for a tank like this. And we do get another bounce from this Yag Tiger, so 379 damage into him. And now it is a 4 versus 2. So yeah, not bad of a game if you ask me. This AMX defender's just going to YOLO this for some reason, so we are just going to finish you off. And then it is just the Borzig left. So where are you hiding? You are just right here. I'm going to use the HE, 542 damage. So 5 kills, and I believe that was like 5.9k. So yeah, it is not a bad tank at all. No, it's just 5k. But yeah, we do get the ace, and we do get the Top Gun, Bradley Walters, and the high caliber. And yeah, we absolutely carried that team. So yeah, the Lorraine 50T, if that did not show you that the tank may be worth it for 15k, well, yeah, you've got it. It's a good tank. It's a very nice tank. Oh, it's 10k, my bad. But yeah, 10,000 gold for a tank that can do that much in a game. Yeah, I am not going to complain at all. And, well, yeah, this tank is just really nice. If you play it hull down and preserve your hit points, you will work wonders. Like, and then if you use the tank to its utmost capabilities, of course, again, you will work wonders. It's a fantastic tank, and when used correctly, it can do really nice jobs. And well, that is basically all I have to say on the Lorraine 50T. It was one of the rarest. Now people actually have it. So yeah, thank you all for watching today's video on the Lorraine 50T. If you want to join my Discord server, the link is in the description below. And if you want to submit requests for your if you want to submit requests for videos, do go to the community section and go to the form and submit a request, and I will have a look at it. And well, that is basically it from me. Like and subscribe as well, as it really helps me out, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.